YouTubers, how you going? This is Jayhawk Phoenix, and today I wanted to make a video that will go over how to prepare for moving from any server, in this case it's Manibus, over to the Way of Winter server. The Way of Winter server or slash scenario is unique because it introduces weather challenges. Like, for example, as soon as you drop in boots on ground, you're going to be introduced to cold weather and your character can black out because of the cold weather. So I'm going to go over everything. I'm going to go over what I do, what I prepare, how I prepare, and I'm going to use the Gardener class only because the Gardener class, everything else is the same for any other class, but the Gardener class has the unique uh, situation where you have to make sure that you grab all of your morphic crates. I mean your morphed plants. So uh, I'm here. This is my wife's territory right here. And you see I put down a morphic drill head, right? So I want to make sure, to speed up the video, I already pre-grabbed everything else, but I left one on this territory, one on the other, just to show you, right? But you want to come over here and you want to grab that bad boy real quick. Put that by hitting L. I don't know what it is for the controller, but you hit L and it puts all the morphic crates, when you do that, into your inventory under the house right here. These are all the morphic crates that I have. Now you don't have to worry about the morphic crates when you do a transfer over, because it identifies once you make a morphed plant, whether it be a morphed drill head, a morphic crate, or the morph scorcher head, they automatically get designated as piece of furniture. They will automatically transfer with your character. You don't have to do anything to pull them out. The only thing you got to remember is that the gardener is the only one that can interact with these morphic crates. It's important you grab it before the other character moves, because when the other character moves, it destroys the crate and you'll lose it. It's important you pull them up as well off of your territory, because if you transfer without putting it in your backpack, it'll get destroyed with the house. So that's the first step. Now I'm going to run over to my house and I'm going to grab my morphic crate. But I want to make sure I grab this last one just to show you. Pull that, and now it's in my inventory. You can see right there where it pops up, it puts it in your inventory. So now I'm good to go. The other thing I want to do, you don't have to do this, because if you don't do it, it automatically just throws it into your Turnerland. But it's a good idea to just pull out whatever deviations you may have. Now I left only 2 just to show you, to demonstrate. But I already pulled out everything else. See, so you pull out your deviations. And once you pull out all your deviations and you're good to go, there's another thing that you want to do first off, right? Is you want to make sure that you have a drill and a chainsaw. So right here, fortunately this is the character to make it, so I already pre-made one so that I wouldn't have to have you guys wait while I'm making it. But there's an advanced electric rock drill with treasure hunter preferably, right? So I'm going to leave that in my backpack, and I have an advanced chainsaw. Put that in my backpack. Those are very critical. The other thing I do, and this is unique to Way of Winter, is I'm going to make myself 1 piece of armor with cold resist. And that's only because I don't want to have to deal with, oh, now I have to go get leather, have to find reindeer, I have to make a piece of armor to try and get cold resist. So I am going to be spending some extra points when I land in. And this can only... You only need to do this with your first character if you're bringing in multiple characters, right? Your first or your second character at the most. You don't have to do this for every other character. It's just so that when you go boots on ground, you're automatically going to have cold weather protection. So, of course, I'm going to pick Savior Pants because that's what I usually use. This is the important part also. You do not want to make a tier 5 gear, because then you can't use it when you get on there. You're only making tier 2. Now people are going to think I'm crazy when I do this, but it doesn't matter because I have golden wool. I would make it out of wool, right? Because wool gives you cold resist, right? So make sure you prepare before this and get you some wool. Now I already have golden wool, so I'm going to make it out of golden wool. I'm not burning this. I can get more golden wool. It's not a big deal. I'm going to go ahead and use the golden wool. That gives me 20%. 1 piece of armor gives me 20% cold resist. That's all I need in the beginning phase of Way of Winter, right? So I'm going to go ahead and make that. Now that that's made, I'll go ahead and equip it now. The other thing that I do is I unequip all my other gear so that there is no confusion, right? So now I'm going to lock this. I don't think it matters, right? And then the other weapon, I already had it made a long time ago. No, I don't have it made. So guess what? You get to watch me make it here. So the other thing that I'm going to want to make is a weapon. And I do this. A lot of people say, well, it's no big deal because you can get it later. But I have it right off the bat. As soon as I land on the ground, I'm going to make myself a critical pulse tier 1, right? Crossbow. I don't need anything fancy. I just need the critical pulse crossbow, right? I'm going to go ahead and equip that. Now I'm going to go back in here into my inventory. And I'm going to lock it. So I'm going to lock both of them, right? Now to eliminate any confusion, now that I've locked them, the 2 items I want, that's all I need to begin. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to shred all the other weapons I have. They don't matter. You're not going to pull them back out, except for maybe the kukri, because a lot of people like to save that for a specific reason. But these weapons don't matter. It costs more to pull them out of your Eternal Land than it does to make one. And by that time, you'll be able to make one. By the time you hit level 40, you'll be able to make them yourself. So I'm going to shred all that. I'm going to shred all my armor that's not locked. Oh wait, this one's locked. Let me unlock that. Shred that. None of these are going to matter. At 8 o'clock this morning, I'm transferring over. I'm not going to pull any of those, ever pull any of those out. The other thing that I want to do is in the refrigerator here, I want to grab anything like the Wanbao. I want to grab anything that'll make me some money. Because you're going to want to sell everything. You can't, I wouldn't pull any of these over. It's not worth wasting the points for it. So I'm just going to grab as much as I can to sell as much as I can. I'm going to grab everything out of here. Withdraw. And on top of that, I know what I can sell a lot of, right? Because I'm not gonna pull them either. Is all of my deviated crop. I only need to grab a couple hundred of the purples, a couple hundred of the golds. Now I made the weapon and the armor before I go and sell, because what I'm going to do with the EL after I sell it is I'm going to use it to purchase mod dust, right? So now that I have all the stuff I want to sell, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go to every single town, just so that those that don't know where they're at, it gives me a chance to show you where all the free deviations are. Because you're going to also want to grab the free deviations before you leave out of here. I know most of the time they're junk, but in the rare occasion you might get one that's really good that you want. Now of course, I'm over encumbered, so let me go ahead and hit that arrow leap. Oh, guess I can't hit the arrow leap because I don't have any more. But that's alright. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to go to Lacey. I'm going to sell. Cost. And 50,000 is the max for each vendor. So I'm going to try and get to 50,000. There. Now, the reason why you want to do this is all this stuff, you're not going to pull it anymore. You're just going to go ahead and get more deviations because it's going to waste all of your resources. I will pull that because that'll stay and I can use it. The other thing I want to do is I want to come over here and check Sven. And I want to see if he has mod dust. And he does. I'll buy all that. I'm going to buy all of that. Okay. Now I'm done with Sven. So now all I'm going to do is come over here. And if you come over here to the left from when you come in at, you'll see the containment silo that has the deviation. So just come over here, grab your free deviation. Look, see, I got myself a milk sugar festering gel. And of course, those refresh daily, but I'm about to leave, so that's why I'm grabbing them while I'm hitting the route that I normally hit to go and sell and make money. Now we're going to go to Greywater. You're going to walk up here to Jonathan. And you're going to repeat the process again. You're going to take and sell whatever it takes to get you to 50,000. See, I need 1,300 left, so make sure you're paying attention to that, because I want to go past that. 1,300,000. There you go. Now I've sold everything here. I'm going to walk up here. Up these stairs, then up these stairs, because there's another containment unit up here. And I'm going to try and get another deviation. And I'm hoping I get a good deviation. If I don't, then I just get rid of them. It's too easy. Right? So now I'm done at gray water. I'm going to come over to the left slightly. And then I'm going to go over to tall grass in. And tall grass in, as soon as you pour it in, Emma Porter is right here. And she's the one you want to sell. She's a shop vendor. Now those of you that already know, yeah, it's redundant information. I apologize. But this is also for the sake of those that have never done this before. So, oh, let's see, 41. So, let's sell 41. 35, 6,000. There you go. Now, to get the deviation, it's right around the corner, right back there. You see it? Right there. So we are going to jump over this way. I got a mushroom. Hopefully it's a good one. We'll take a look at that later. And now we've already done 3 of the 5. Manibus, there's only 5 settlements with vendors. So now we're going to go to Deadsville. And in Deadsville, in this little barn here, I know there's a securement there, but that's not the one you go to. You go to this one right here. Grab that little pup buddy. And then you're going to walk all the way over here past Larry Duvall, over to Weber, and then sell to Weber. And you're basically going to clean all of these town folks out. I think that'll give me 50. No, that's 100,000, so 50 of those. Right there, see? Now he's broke, but that's alright, because now I got money. And then we're going to go to the last town, Myers Market, okay? And then get the car so I can drive up there, because I'm over encumbered. Probably didn't, see, you see I didn't need to bring that many. I only needed to bring, let's see, probably 3 stacks, and I'd have been good. And now you know, as well as do I. So, cost, max 50k. And then to find the deviant securement unit, is back here. We're gonna ignore that level 1 extra dimensional cat because he's garbage. Oh, got a grumpy bulb, right? But now that we're done, I'm gonna go back to my territory. And back in my territory, you could probably asking, why did you sell all that stuff? EL doesn't transfer over, so I didn't sell it for the EL. But what I did sell it for is you hit a 3 with the new mod system. This is what makes this so awesome. With new mod system, you go to the redemption shop and you can purchase mod dust. Now, right here is for the EL, but we're gonna go ahead and get all of it. Right? We're gonna go ahead and get that. And we're gonna spend our time spending all of whatever currency we have on buying mod dust. And right here, all this EL we just used, we're going to spend it all buying this mod dust. And this is why you have to make the armor pieces, the one armor piece and the one weapon piece before you do this, because if you don't, then you'll end up not having enough money to make it. So now I've sold all my mod dust. I mean, I bought all that mod dust. I could go into my mods and start, to the redemption shop, right? And start using it. I have 65.20k, but we can do that later because it'll stay with you. Yo, everybody, there was a couple things I forgot to mention that I thought were pretty important, so let's go ahead and get to it real quick. So what I wanted to talk about that I forgot to mention was what items are transferable and what items are not, and how they transfer over. So right here, I got it in an inventory bag. All of these items here under this tab will transfer over to your transit storage when you transfer over to the new scenario. That means later on you can go into your transit storage. You have 30 days usually to go into your transit storage and to select what you want to pull over, and you can also sell what you don't over for sand in Eternaland. Now everything in this tab also transfers over to the transit storage. Everything on this tab will transfer over to the transit storage. Now here's where it's different. Everything here stays in your scenario backpack. The one thing to note looking at this is that anytime you hover over any item and it has right at the bottom, like looking at this memory fragment, it says realm exclusive items cannot be taken out after the scenario ends. These items will not transfer over. They will disappear. Same thing with your solar drill. It's the same thing. Also your snow trekking gear. So any item that has that tag on it will not transfer over. So that's something that's important to note. And then everything in the house transfers straight into your scenario backpack as soon as you go over there, which is why you don't have to worry about your biomechanical morphic plants, right? Your diggers, your scorcher, your biomechanical, what do you call it? Crates, morphic crates here. They will all go straight into your scenario backpack, transferred over automatically. All of your deviations will transfer into the transit storage. Every single one of your gear items that I kept, these are the only two I kept, will go into your transit storage. Your tech cradle, both your tech as well as your cradle items will all reset, and you'll have to re-earn them in the new scenario. Also, something important to note is that your cradle in each scenario functions differently as far as which one of these open up next. And I'll go over that when we get over to Way of Winter, how Way of Winter has it, because it's self-explanatory. There are instructions as soon as you walk into your cradle. But that's something important to know. You don't ever have to worry about your blueprints. Your blueprints are account bound. All your characters have access to all of these blueprints, and they automatically transfer over. So you don't have to restart your blueprints. Same thing goes with your mods and your cosmetics. All of these items automatically go over. Like if I was to pick, everything that you own is automatically transferred over as long as you're staying within the same region, like North America or Southeast Asia. Then all of these items will stay with you. All the items you've unlocked will be available to every single one of your characters within that region. I play in the North America region, so and as long as I stay in North America, all of these items will be available to me. And that's it. That's the most important thing, and that's what I wanted to talk about. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this content. Hopefully the information was something that's useful to you. And if you do enjoy the content, please hit that like and subscribe. And I will also put down in the description my Twitch and my YouTube live streaming, because I do stream on Twitch and YouTube as well. So hopefully I'll see you there. And you guys have a wonderful day.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this,